like it's all of VOYVODA's because they get the bomb plant in, and it's immediately that save call for Blink called out. And now, let's see. Well, they'll at least hopefully keep their weapons alive. Maybe a little bit more damage being dealt by GXX. But they're not going to get aggressive on VOYVODA. They're not going to push any further. They won't even save that many weapons. Just 2 M4s saved on the terrorist side. The plus side is, of course, the fact that they keep armor alive into the next round. But still a solid buy pretty much for both sides. A reasonable buy for the CT side, at least. Quick aggression towards B short. They're actually going to rush down mid right now, but Mar is holding the angle right now, is expecting the push to come forward, and that makes it problematic here. The jump down by GXX. He finds one, but traded out immediately by Victor, who gets 2. Which we all know 2 is more than 1. But Juan finds Red Star towards long doors, and now it's going to be... Well, the bomb's still on deck towards mid Xbox. They are going to push out a long, pick up the FAMAS around the corner. It is going to be a 1-for-1 trade. Continuing against Center, got tagged down to 62. The bomb is actually heading towards that B bomb site. There is no defender, so they should be able to get the bomb plant in safely, but definitely retakeable with, well, they do have a kit. 2 flashes on the CT side. And plenty of time considering they're right next door. It's 1 singular flash for VOYVODA as their last piece of defensive utility. And once that smoke dissipates, the mayhem will ensue. Smoke's about to dissipate. Juan doesn't get taken down just yet. The push comes out, Center around the corner. Actually finds Victor, and Dreamer is completely not covering his teammate. I mean, he literally just left him to dry there, and it's going to be the round win for Blink. A triple kill in the round for Juan. But a little bit of a lackluster defense there. Just, they cross into the site, and no, he's just stuck. A little bit disappointing there. But a force up being successful, not too surprising with these 2 teams. We do have Bubble with the AWP, keeping an eye on mid, but GXX on the other side as well. Ooh, Synopsy gets tagged down to 31 through the doors, and that's a hefty damage, amount of damage being dealt to the CT side. The double smoke to make sure that they don't cross in further forward, but it is going to be possibly a mid to B split with the position from the terrorists. They're keeping an eye on their flanks. Smart move. Though Blink, they're playing a very passive setup towards the A site. They expect it to be a short push, but it's going to be that mid to B split as we mentioned. Synopsy long range finds Dreamer, but there's Bubble with the AWP peek out wide from Center. He spots another one towards mid. Juan Flatra actually gets rid of Mar. It's going to be a 4-on-2 retake. They still have an AWP and AK on the terrorist side for the defense, but that HE is going to make quick work of Bubble. The round win for Blink, and they are now on to 3 secured. But they did at least get the bomb plant in on VOYVODA side. So at least a little bit of extra cash to work with. Well, they actually leave the B-bomb site completely empty. Luckily enough, the terrorists are not going to rush it down and quickly get onto the bomb site. They are just going to be playing the tunnel games and trying find some of these CTs pushing aggressively, maybe pop ahead here and there and get themselves the advantage in that regard. Mid cross smokes coming out. Are they again going for the mid play, or is this just going to be a little bit of a fake out so they can hit that A bomb site through short? They dodge underneath the GXX. He finds himself Victor though. Close range around the corner. They actually already ran through. But Gulito gets a double HE kill and 3 in the round. It is rather surprising that the player that was playing for the anti-flash around the corner did not even spot Red Star just running past him. But nonetheless, 4-1. Buy up coming out for the side of Voyvoda. They still have a lot to get done here because they are a map behind. And also 3 rounds in the second map. And you don't want to get knocked to the losers bracket. Which is probably going to be up against Nordavind, all things considered. Nordavind 1 map ahead, 6-7-3 on the second map as well. It's going to be problematic for both these teams, honestly. I mean, I think Nordavind's definitely a team that makes it. I think it's going to be... Well, with the way they're performing right now, Blink and Nordavind look very capable currently. It is going to be a quick push out mid. The trade frags come aplenty, though, and 3-on-3 situation ensues. Long Doors gets pushed in, and it's Mar versus Synopsy, but Mar, he reads it perfectly, shuts him down. The bomb is still at top of mid, close range. GXX gets hit by the smoke, and Victor starts spraying with a little bit of a rampage behind him to make sure that he doesn't get overwhelmed. In the meantime, B bomb site's been pushed in, A bomb site has been pushed in, and they can choose wherever they want to move this bomb towards. Yeah, Dreamer, I mean, he's the crucial factor here. If he gets a quick... I mean, both of them are... They've got so much intel gained on the terrorist side. GXX gets spotted running through CT, and it's going to be center in a 1v3 situation. Finds himself at least one. Will save the AK, possibly, or is he going to go for it? He's actually going to go for it, but not really expecting the peak from Mar, who gets his own triple in the round. Mar, of course, was one of the top fraggers for Voyvoda in game number 1, the first map, Vertigo, which, well, he did look very good on the other side. GXX, he was top fragging on the other team, and, well, GXX, a dangerous player to behold. Definitely glorious, though. That opener, I still... Those USB shots, the opener, was glorious. Old GXX trying to get aggressive through short. Has backup from Juan behind him. Should gain a little bit of information now that there's that utility thrown out. Peek wide from Juan. He gets himself a double. Needs to fall back towards short, and he gets it done. 2-for-1 trade. Bomb has been spotted out as well towards mid. And it's going to take some time for Voyvoda to make sure that everything is clear here. So that's more time gain for the CT side. And a lot of utility has been dropped as well. Well, op shells raining through from center, doesn't get a connect. Never mind, he gets a connection. He actually shuts down Mar through the smoke. Just keep spamming it through. Will get as many as you can possibly gain, but it eventually entails into a 2-on-2 situation. The scout versus AWP towards mid, but time is ticking down. 30 seconds left on the clock. They have to choose a site, and they're going to hit that A bomb site right now behind the smoke. It is going to be Juani. All he needs to do is, well, just shut the 2 players down. He finds the first. Red Star swap top. Okay, he made a little bit of a mistake there. Close range AWP, gonna get it done? No scope! Unfortunately, doesn't get it done. He tossed away his AWP, trying to run towards site and pick up his teammate's AK, which he dropped. But unfortunately, didn't pick up the AK, re-picked up his AWP, looked behind him to see where did that AK actually go towards. And then at that point, he had to go with it, rush towards the site, and, well, close range, no scope opping. I mean, if it works, it would be great, but you can't always bank on that no scope to be successful. Quick peek through mid, no connection coming through, but it is just a full-on Glock train by VOYVODA. The Bulgarians, not much money to work with. Snopsy sprays down Dreamer. And there's Juan Flatro, easy money-making machine. Boom! Quad kill for him up on the short position. I mean, he was up against only Glocks, but still, normally you do see a player drop in quickly in that situation. With that quad kill, he does manage to get himself a nice 14-1-3 scoreline, which, all things considered, that's more of a scoreline I would have expected. Well, not maybe to that extent, but definitely on paper, one of the strongest fraggers on Blink. Of course, has had you know, played in secret previously, so has a little bit more experience than most of his teammates. Well, him and Synopsy, of course. Though I have been most impressed by GXX in, first of all, Vertigo, and again, that pistol. I'll keep bringing it up, by the way. Oh, baiting it out. There's going to be the trade. Actually, the tag came out onto Red Star. He does find the kill, and there's Mar getting rid of Juan Flatro. And now all of a sudden, it's a two-man advantage for the terrorist side. Yes, they got heavily tagged up. And it's definitely still doable here for Blink, but it depends on exactly how they're going to play their game. Because you can shut down Mar and Red Star towards the site easily. Especially now that they're checking out short and there's no one towards short. The cross coming in, back turned from center. Does need to be very careful here, but it's a 5-man push out from A long. They don't have cross smoke, so they only have one singular smoke on the terrorist side. It's going to be the first peek out wide. The bomb gets dropped in the open. That's not good. Long range snapping with the MP9. Not the best weapon for that. He does find himself Dreamer, though, and the bomb is still in control of the CTs right now with Gulito up against Bubble. Tries to clutch it out. That HE was pretty nice, though, but it was not enough. Nonetheless, a lot of damage being dealt to VOYVODA, but the Bulgarians do manage to win another round. Well, we have ourselves a little bit of a timeout. I assume it's going to be of the tactical kind, and it is going to be a tactical timeout by VOYVODA. This is another round you cannot lose. You have to make sure you take the W. If you don't, you're absolutely done for. Because at that point, your opponents can probably run away with the game. Again, going to quickly check one very specific stat. Yes, words like specific are hard to pronounce for me. Both teams tend to be very close on CT to T side dominant, so this could go either way, honestly. Bubble gets tagged down to 20 HP. And it's going to stick with that AWP, of course, because, well, he is the wounded player anyway. Just went for a quick peek, but GXX did get the damage advantage going in his favor. And it looks like a very decent mid to B split, but I think they boosted, yeah, they boosted Juan Flatro up in CT, so he should be able to find a kill or two. He does find himself one. The molly burns his feet, but he falls back, and a lot of damage being dealt to the terrorist side. The left mouse button, spray down comes out from center, and it's gonna be Dreamer shut down as well. Not a single soul loss on the side of Blink, and VOYVODA, they absolutely, completely got obliterated. Great job from center, playing a little bit of an off, well, not necessarily an off angle, but a position that they did not expect him to be in. As you can see, money is absolutely disastrous. Like, they've got pretty much nothing left on the terrorist side, and it's not easy to recover from this position. a technical pause this time, however, by VOYVODA. So hopefully we're not going to have as long as of a break as we had on the previous map. Oh, Bubble has a headset problem. I can live with that. No holes in desks, no computer monitor issues, headset problems. Okay, mouse, you know, being dead problems, sure. TeamSpeak problems seems to be still most of the time. But in the meantime, we can bask in the 4 KD of Juan Flatro at the moment. 16, 2, and 4 on the CT side. On the opponent's side, only Dreamer a little bit lacking. I mean, the entire team is, of course, lacking in kills. No one is stepping up for their squad, but Dreamer only on 2. Definitely needs to step up the pace here. Otherwise, well, to be fair, I think against Bruges, Club Bruges, they definitely should have an opportunity, a chance here for VOYVODA. I think they would be better than them, but you know, that's all relative to how hard of a crush this might be. I really do like the new Nordovind lineup though. It is pretty slick. I've always been a fan of HS, though he's absolutely bottom fragging right now in his game. But I used to be a very big fan of HS. Altensky, Murbit, Supra, I mean, it's such a good team. I just wish in the Netherlands we had more esports players and, you know, multiple esports. We kind of have like 2 players, 3 players here and there in most esports. Of course, CSGO. Well, these days in CSGO, we have a couple more. We, of course, have Crucial and Chris J, even though Chris J, I think, is teamless right now after his departure of FunPlus Phoenix. Then we've got, what are their names? They're on Endpoint. Brain, work with me. Nope, not Endpoint. The other British team. What's the other one? I can't remember. Endpoint has Crucial in it. I always could get lost when I'm thinking about the... No, it's the Lyngby Vikings. That's the team. Sorry, my mistake. I think they were playing for them. Now I'm getting really confused. Yeah, Fascia and Relax. Okay, it's not updated, at least on Wikipedia, so that's why I got very confused. But yeah, so we got like 3 players still left alive in the scene. That's more than we've had in the previous years, at least. But we are back in the game, and we are watching some nice, honestly very solid Albanian CSGO up against the Bulgarians of VOYVODA. Well, jumping around, it is going to be the Glock train with a singular deagle. Pops the AWP and is just banking on GXX to save his life. Long range stabs come out though. And it's just going to be easy pickings for Blink. That very long pause because, of course, they had some technical issues on the side of VOYVODA doesn't result in too much to save their lives. And as you can see at the odds, they still favor VOYVODA, which is kind of strange. But do not forget to hit up our partners over at Gamnum, of course, if you do like to place a bet with great rewards, cashback, rakeback, periodical free coins with Gamnum's rain feature and King of the Hill events. Gamnum is the place to be. Sign up with code TEB on Gamnum.com or go to gamnum.com/r/TEB. Also, don't forget to hit up at the Esports Bible on Twitter and hit up this glorious stream on TBTV or TBTV3, where of course the Nordavind game is happening as we speak. It's going to be Juan Flatro getting aggressive towards mid, but getting caught out by Bubble. 2 players towards short as well by Blink, so playing a little bit of a forward position in that regard. They're crossing towards the B bomb site, or heading towards the B bomb site at the moment, with 1 player still playing a little bit of a distraction towards A long, which is Dreamer, to try and pull rotations in. And now it's going to be a Synopsy in a 1 versus 4 defense, it seems. A couple too many terrorists to deal with. Especially the moment. Oh no, the smoke. Will it keep him alive for now? HE flies in. I think it went to, okay, still did a decent amount of damage. Past the smoke he goes. Everyone gets flashed completely. He still finds a kill though. Reaggresses into the molly, sprays past the box, gets himself a second. How does he manage to get a double kill? Nonetheless, it doesn't matter because Bubble gets himself 3 in the round, and it's going to be GXX to try and, no, actually he's going to aggress heavily, but Dreamer's on the flank, and Dreamer finds him from behind. It is going to be the round win for VOYVODA. But it is rather surprising that Synopsy, from his position, gets mollied off, has a singular smoke to try and keep himself alive, and still finds himself a double kill. That's pretty sublime. Double AWP setup for the CT side, though. B-Link. They're going to go for a boost up in mid. Past the smoke, see if they can find a little bit of a gap to work with. But Star does need to be careful with his own AWP. Tags coming out, Synopsy getting tagged down and falling back towards the site. But look at this aggression from Blink towards mid. They've got that mid double doors position completely locked down. Senna even has got the flash repping, waiting for the push to go forward and try and get mid control if any steps from VOYVODA come nearby. But they are going to head out towards an A long push, and it looks like they're just going to train it down. They have the utility to flush out the site. They can, of course, have the cross smokes happening. But there's no A bomb site defender. No one's even considering the fact that it might be an A bomb site hit. If they go for a dry peek here, this could catch these CTs off guard completely. Yeah, they're already on the site. And Blink went for the gamble, and the gamble did not pay off. Are they going for the retake? Well, GXX, he's starting to feel it. Gets the op kill onto Red Star. T-sided op is now done. So the defense is going to be 4 AKs. 1 out towards A long, which is going to be Dreamer. The rest towards the site. Utility flying out. Mar is burning, but he does get a bullet to shut him down, and it's actually getting a little bit dangerous here for the terrorist side. They have no utility left. Bubble jumps on side, gets a double kill to try and even out the score, but Dreamer, he doesn't have the control. Juan Flatro with the double, Juan Flatro with the triple, and the bomb defuse as well. He does have a kit on his back, and that's going to be the round win for Blink. A 5-on-5 retake ensues. And Juan Flatro goes nuts. 22, 3, and 5, by the way. He is, well, there's only one other player in the server who's on double digits, and that's Bubble on 10 and 10. That just shows you how dominant Juan is playing right now. Aggression towards lower tunnel. Terrorists don't expect it, but they still manage to recover. GXX finds Bubble, though, towards mid. And that's the top fragger for VOYVODA down for now. A decent amount of damage as well dealt to Mar, but he managed to stay alive, so the tunnels push was not as wonderful as they would have liked in pit. It's going to be Gulito with the FAMAS and possibly having to deal with some terrorist aggression soon, because the bomb, the AWP, oh, sorry, the AK of Red Star and the bomb is keeping an eye on the A long push. But yeah, the Bulgarians play a lot more passively than Blink did on the T side. It looks like an A short push coming out. Flick from GXX went a little bit far, but look at this. The moment they spot players towards short, B tunnels is being pushed in by Juan and center. Information being gained for the CT side. The quick flank could come in momentarily. GXX close range. Oh my god, this man. Oh my. How does he manage to get a double in that situation? Triple in the round so far. They're going to push towards the B bomb site. And, well, they do have a player in tunnels and a player coming in from behind. But my god, GXX, that one was absolutely marvelous. Victor finds Juan, though. The bomb has been planted. 2-on-2 retake ensuing. Heavy tags on both sides, and it's going to be Victor shutting them down with a quad kill of his own to keep his team at least at a reasonable enough scoreline. But another absolutely nail-biting round. Look at this. Getting that flick, and then they jump down behind him. Somehow Red Star doesn't get enough control to find the head. Starts spraying mid-air, I assume. And with that, of course, last round of the half, it's going to be Blink with very little weaponry. The scout from GXX trying to take the... Oh my god, and he wins the fight against the AWP. Red Star not having a great game. 5-1-14 for the Voyvoda. I mean, he didn't have a great performance on Vertigo, unfortunately, either. So really need him to step up to the plate. Gonna peek out wide. Doesn't get the tag connection. Misses it the second time. You don't get too many options, but Synopsy gets a double. Thank you very much. Deagle in hand. A lot of damage being dealt towards short. It's gonna be Dreamer and Bubble, the last two remaining terrorists, to try and get them onto the site. Peeks in while reloading. That does not always tend to be the best course of action, but the bomb is now in control of the CTs out towards A long. The steps have been heard. And it's going to be Senna with the last kill of the round. It is going to be 10-5. And Blink are looking pretty dominant here. I mean, he still wins that fight. My god. And Synopsy getting a double kill in that situation. Of course, the CTs, the terrorists get flashed, but still, you kind of can always expect that flash to come through. And we had a quick timeout for Blink, but that one, well, that's just to discuss their tactics on the pistol round, the secondary pistol round. I don't actually know how many timeouts VOYVODA have left currently. I don't think too many. But luckily, Blink give them a little bit of help there so that they can discuss their situation. I don't like the fact that no one on the CT side has a kit. Or any piece of utility. Especially the kit. Someone has to buy a kit. I know it's a pretty long range map and... well, you've got the big advantage with USBs versus Glocks. But a kit's so useful. It is going to be this short push coming out from center. Bubble catches his opponent off guard. And now Gulito towards top of mid can still be a very dangerous linchpin on the flank. There's going to be a quick rush towards the A side. Juan finds Bubble, but Dreamer with the trade. Bomb gets planted. And again, as previously mentioned, no kit available. Red Star is going to try and go for the jump shots, but it's all on to Gulito in a 1 versus 3 situation. Finds himself the first. Again, they have to go for the full 10-second defuse. And they are going to let go of the bomb to get the kill. Victor finds Gulito, and it is going to be 10-6. VOYVODA do manage to retake the site. Blink did get a bomb planted, so they can, of course, afford a buy going forward if if they want. They could also do a semi-eco, pick up a couple of deagles, and then go for the AK buy in the next. That's the real decision you have to make. And they are going to invest into the round. Okay. AK dropped to Synopsy. Juan on a Galil, Gulito as well, and the scout for GXX. Well, opening pick there for Victor, and Gulito gets shut down. That's a Galil to be recovered for center at least. And that secondary molly will force him further back out. A long control for the Bulgarians, completely in their hands. Well, silence before the storm. They have 3 flashes and a singular smoke here on the terrorist side. Should be enough to claim the A-bomb site, but that molly is going to delay them a little bit longer. The CTs have 2 smokes, and that HE could be an absolute disastrous one. Look at the damage being dealt. So pretty much a full player down in regards to damage. Mar peeks out wide from Goose, gets shut down though. 4-on-4 coming forward. Close range red star with the scout. Does get bailed out for the time being, but it's going to be a 2-on-2 retake scenario. GXX peeks out wide with the AK in hand, gets himself another one. Juan and GXX, the last 2 remaining terrorists left standing, but the problem is they're also the top fraggers on Blink. Long range, it's GXX shut down by Dreamer. Now Juan, he's got the Galil in hand and waiting for Dreamer to get close to the side. Peeks wide, boom, headshot. And it is going to be Blink forcing up and getting the advantage in their favor, saving an AK going forward as well. And this will, of course, force a full buy on the Bulgarian side, which, if they lose this one, it puts them in a very bad position. Nade got tanked by GXX with the MAP2 in hand, rushing forward, trying to gain some extra cash for his AWP. Trade frags come out, but it's going to be Synopsy spraying through the smoke, getting a double kill, and just like that, VOYVODA, only 2 players left standing. P250 for Bubble, Deagle for Dreamer, and well, he needs to dream big right now, because he needs to start shutting some players down. And luckily, there's Dreamer finding Juan Flatro, picking up the AK, making this fairly doable as well with Bubble on the site. Close range P250, that's exactly where you want to have that weapon position. The cross coming out, and there's not a second smoke coming out. However, Bubble shut down. They will be able to cross towards the site, and they have the bomb tossed in onto Gulito. The bomb will get planted momentarily, and Dreamer's going to head towards short to try and make this into 2 1v1 situations, but that's the thing. Oh, the leg gets spotted out. Are they going to peek in on the right side? It does seem that they know that he's towards short, though. There's no reason to peek in. They're playing a very nice cross all the way from the pit lane. Does get the spot up and jump onto the side. Dreamer actually still doable right now, but the problem is he doesn't have a kit, and that's where Sender can just play with the time and toy with his prey. The round win for Blink, 12-6. And ladies and gentlemen, we are getting way too close to the possible ending of this series. Of course, I really would have liked to see... I really do hope that we still get to see a 3rd map, because I am pretty much looking forward to Train. I like Train. I love Train. Train's a great map. There's going to be a quick rush coming forward. Synopsy already out towards the A-long position. Finds Victor. And, well, he's just continuing his fragging powers. Same as Juan. Juan shot. Juan kill. Push forward. cross smokes. They don't actually have cross smokes. Why do they never have cross smokes? Is beyond me on the side of Blink. Dreamer at least finds himself 1 kill, but all he can hope for is to keep that AK alive. 13-6. That is 3 rounds away for Blink to take this one. And VOYVODA, they would be 10 rounds away of taking it in regulation. So in that regard, you'd probably favor Blink, but we are still not done just yet. We just need, you know, someone to poke the VOYVODA players awake. Because Mar, he was top fragging for their team on Vertigo, completely silent in the second map. Very unfortunate to see that happen. Whereas Synopsy and Juan were kind of silent in the first map, and in the second map they completely wake up. Especially Juan. A 5-man A-long peek coming through. Spray down! Ooh. They almost all line up. Juan Flatro gets himself a quad kill. And that gets him the 30 bomb. 31, 5, and 10. Not too shabby. 2 rounds away. Blink are right on the verge of shutting down the Bulgarian squad. I mean, they almost lined up perfectly. If Red Star moved just a slight bit to the left, he would have had as such a stray, just absolutely beautiful couple of kills. But this time around, let's see. We've got the AUG in the hands of Bubble. Mid push coming out. And honestly, this is something that VOYVODA very rarely did. And that's just pure on aggression. Let's see if it pays off. There's the push towards the A side. They're already through the smoke. But it is luckily Dreamer going hard on that defense. Gets himself a triple kill. And it's going to be Bubble in a 1v1 situation for the time being, because Mid is being held out by his teammates. Synopsy around the corner. Mar's not even going to check the angle. Okay, that was a very big mistake. He already jumped around the corner and then you start shooting. Not exactly what you want to have happen in such a reasonably crucial round. And Mar gets himself a double. Okay, so VOYVODA stay alive. 7th round in the bag. Blink are still on double as many rounds. And they do have enough for a buy, especially considering GXX is on 9k, Gulito is on 10. So they can definitely drop their teammates and even pick up an AWP for GXX. Nice job there from Dreamer. I mean, if he doesn't get the triple there, the round's probably going to be completely turned upside down. Well, they are looking to push forward. Synopsy actually peeking past the smoke right now. And they just tried to spam, but Dreamer playing an off angle. Not expecting it is going to be Synopsy. And, well, there's going to be Dreamer rushing forward towards the car position. But he had his USP in hand because, of course, he did just spray his entire clip empty. The bomb still isn't on the site, though. Mid-cross is going to get missed by GXX. So the spam from Mars is going to be enough to secure the kill through the double doors. And all of a sudden, it's going to be a 3-on-2 retake. The bomb is not being planted just yet. And they have plenty of time to work with. But on the other side, it is problematic, especially with Juan dying. Sticking the plant is going to be problematic, especially since Mars rushing him down. He gets burned by the molly. Nonetheless, they get the bomb plant in. Money-wise, they shouldn't be able to afford a buy in the next round on the side of Blink, but VOYVODA, 8 rounds. They are still going to be 6 rounds away from tying up the scoreline, but just like on Vertigo, there's a glimmer of hope. There's a little bit of an avenue that they can work with. And that's especially because Dreamer again gets a nice double kill. Dreamer's holding that B bomb site pretty effectively for his squad. And here we have an interesting investment. They need to get the bomb plant in, otherwise I don't think GXX has a bomb any utility. Sorry, any good weaponry in the next round, or they need to save something. And towards short, Mar finds himself one right before he falls. But that does mean that an AK can get recovered. And they're rushing towards the A side pretty quickly. Jump down in towards CT as well. And Dreamer finds GXX. Dreamer's been having an absolutely stellar performance in the last couple of rounds. The bomb is also dropped towards CT. And very much out of position for Blink with only Gulito alive. It is, well, he's just pretty much going to die right now. Gets tagged up. Bubble gets the kill in the end. And, well, the rest of Voyvoda started to wake up. I mean, Mar as well. He's now on 12 to 19. He was on, like, 7. I think 3 rounds ago. Same with Dreamer. 19 and 19 right now. Completely turned around his performance on that B-bomb site. But the only problem I have is, did they start in time? Red Star, also good solid double kill, but you don't have a lot of rounds to work with. Pretty much you only can lose one more. There's going to be a quick execution towards the B-bomb site. Not a lot of weaponry invested into this round. Dreamer's all on his lonesome. The bomb site gets taken. Synopsy finds a headshot on Tamar, and all of a sudden a 4 terrorist defense on that B-bomb side. They have enough weapon money on the side of Voyvoda. They could definitely go for this. They have to go for this. And there's going to be a little bit late to the execute. Victor finds Synopsy, though. But the frags are coming in, and it is going to be a one-on-one situation, but the bomb is ticking down very far. GXX, he's trying to play the timing game with Victor. Does get shut down. Is it going to be enough time? It's at the nick of time. Very close, very close, very close. Oh, no! Too slow! And Blink on series point, and they've got 6 of them. I mean, GXX did exactly what he had to do. He literally bought the last couple of seconds by just staying hidden, tucked in the corner, jiggling around, and making it troublesome for his opponent to shut him down and go for the defuse. And yeah, all he had to do was stay alive and win, win, win no matter what. There's going to be the push out towards the B-bomb site. But luckily, Dreamer and Bubble, playing the tag team duo, find the kill. And, I mean, Blink pretty much play rush gaming. Like, they pretty much go for the full-on, in-your-face, davai aggression. Which I love to see. Though sometimes you do need to be a little bit more methodical in your approach. But it is DUST2, so who cares? Just get aggressive, get the kill, win the round. Red Star dodges the flash. Finds center, though. Looks for another one. Misses the flick onto Gulito. Still fairly doable here for the CT side. Victor crossing towards the site. Juan actually catches Dreamer on the flank. And Victor tagged down to 21 HP. He needs some help from his teammates. They're letting him do it solo. He peeks in wide. Gulito shuts down Victor. It's going to be on Mar and Bubble in a 2 versus 3 retake. And it's all on Bubble. Can he get it done? He needs to find 2 more targets. But GXX with the last 2 kills of the round. And that's going to be Blink. Indeed, the squad that is a big surprise in the tournament, at least for me. The Albanian Blink manages to get the job done. Voyvoda, not strong enough, but they definitely do have another chance. They're not out of the tournament just yet. It will be